The story of Chacha Vauzz, our second baseman currently in Double-A with the Springfield Cardinals, continues on today. And unfortunately for Chacha, he's coming off a bit of a cold streak, though did see his first multi-home run game last episode, so that was great. But what we did see was some lack of good play from Chacha. That average dropped 16 points come the end of the episode. And on top of that, the WAR had almost completely corrected from where we had got it to 2 episodes ago, where we went from negative 0.8 to negative 0.2. Now we're to negative 0.7. So as we get into our second series, this time at home against the Tulsa Drillers, as well as seeing the Hooks, we'll hopefully re-correct that and get things back on track, back in play for potentially a move up to AAA. So to the field we go. Now, while it wasn't a great effort last time from Chacha Vauzz, or at least results weren't that great, the results for the team actually did pretty well. We climbed up above 500, looking to continue that against the Tulsa Drillers with a man on, 1 out. Jarvis, the pitcher, and he leaves a fastball up in the zone. And a soft tapper to follow, trying to turn the double play, but Chacha will run it out. A fielder's choice, an errant throw, but Chacha won't advance. So it won't exactly be a hit, but we do get on the base path, and that we did not do much last time, and when we do, we didn't run it all too well. See if we can get a steal here on Jarvis. As that ball is in the dirt, it'll be a stand-up steal for Chacha Vauzz. That gives him number 18 on the season. He moves over to second. With 2 outs here, a single could bring him home. And that's going to be a nice crack into the outfield, but getting underneath it will be the left fielder. So 0-0 then at the end of our first. But as we look to move forward, our next plate appearance would come bottom of the third. Drillers with 1 on the board, but we got 2 on the bases. 2 outs here for Chacha. And he's smacking that one too short. Who will make the play at second? A good amount of power behind that hit from Chacha, but Jordan Thompson makes the play at short. Already we're seeing a little bit better contact, at least getting these hits in play. We didn't have too many of those last time. The few we did still weren't in play, as they were home runs. We head to the field here looking for a double play. Munoz on the mound, as this one will be played to the left of Chacha, looking for a spinning throw. That is high for second. As continuing a streak of errors here for Chacha in the field. It's never been his strong suit, but he's played a whole lot better than that. That probably stemming, though, from his urge to get more double plays. We've struggled to turn those. But we're still looking to tie this game. We got a guy on second that would. With a base hit from Chacha, that one will get poked into the outfield. Coming around and scoring it will be a ribby for Chacha Vauzz, and a first hit on the day. Ultimately, that's just what we need from Chacha. Get on base, steal situation. That's exactly what we are thinking. Jarvis still pitching here. A late jump from Chacha, as he will slide outside the throw a little bit high. Another stolen bag for Chacha. He too moves into scoring range, as that one will be played too short. Chacha won't advance. Out at first. It looks like the Drillers might have themselves a pretty decent shortstop. Trey Page, 1 for 2 with a single on the day. Can he bring us home? Chacha with an extra step here at second. He's already stolen on Jarvis twice. He's looking for another, but this one is hit in play and again goes to the left fielder's mitt. We at least tie this game up 1-1 come the end of the 6th. But that lead would not stay intact as we move forward now. Bottom of the 8th. A dynamic challenge here for Chacha with 2 on, 1 out. He needs to once again try to tie this game. We're looking for a ribby here at the minimum. Pitches in, high inside. And my, oh my, is that ball flying to the top of the stadium seats. Chacha Vauzz cracks a 3-run home run. Gives the Springfield Cardinals the lead. Bottom of the 8th. Not exactly a safe situation yet. If so, that would have been blown. But another home run for Chacha Vauzz as he gets behind this 106 exit velo. And it'll come down to Curtis Taylor then to end this game as the Cardinals do rally behind Chacha Vauzz, tacking on a few more runs. 7-3. As that'll be hit towards first with a simple scoop and touch the base. Cardinals pick up the win behind a big day from Chacha Vauzz. Had to tie this game earlier in the game, then took the lead. The Cardinals ran away with it late, taking the first game in the series. 1-0. And for Chacha, it's another game where he bats 500. Looking to do the same in game 2 as we open up with a dynamic challenge. Nobody on, 2 outs. Well, we just hit a jack last time. Can we do it again against a different pitcher? With a 3-2 count, Chacha gets a little bit too underneath this one. It will be a fly to center. And not so close to the warning track either. Chacha sat down bottom of the first, keeping this game level here, 0-0. As we get into the top of the second, Tulsa Drillers open up this game as Munoz is up to bat with a 3-0 lead. They got a man on second, 1 out, looking to make at least an out here at first. As it will be played again, left side of Chacha will get in front of it. Looks to make the throw and will end the second with work to do via the bats, down by 3. And in the bottom of the fourth, no bats have started to pick up anything. Still down by 3, Vauzz next appearance here. As he will get behind that one, but it will be a tapper over to short, and we've seen great plays from him. He makes another. Chacha 0 for 2 on the day. But once again, jumping ahead. 2 innings, bottom of the 6th. We do have 1 on, 2 outs. And Chacha again with a soft tapper, this time going to second. He hasn't quite got that contact to poke it into a good area in this one. And come bottom of the 8th, we would score 1 more, but so would Tulsa. Still down by 2. We do have 1 on first, 2 outs. A new pitcher in here, Dreyer. As Chacha will get his first hit, poking this one through the middle. It will only be a single. Runner advances to second, putting 2 on then. Go ahead at the plate. Now we know Braden Yobert can show up in big ways at times. Batting average 306. We cannot look to advance here with the runner in front of us. So standing on first, Chacha waiting for a solid hit. Yobert with a tapper though. Diving to get in front of it, the first baseman will make the throw to the pitcher to end the inning. Yobert not able to advance the runners. We stay down 2, headed to the 9th. It looks like this game will come down to Ryan Valade. With 2 outs, bottom of the 9th, no 1 on. Jose Hernandez trying to put this game to rest. It'll be a soft hit over to third. And the Drillers will take game 2, tying up this series 1 apiece, as we'll look forward then to game number 3, trying to go ahead. As for Chacha, he goes 1 for 4 with a single in this game. But he once again has started a new hit streak, only at 2 games, but you gotta start somewhere. Bottom of the first. No points on the board and swinging well ahead of that changeup. He does have 2 on the base pass with no outs. Sam Carlson, the pitcher. A solid hit into the outfield could score 1, potentially 2 here for Chacha Vauzz and the Cardinals. But he is swinging well ahead of all these changeups. That is probably his pitch that he struggles with the most. But even with that, he still's got a number 1 fan up there in the crowds here playing at home in Springfield. With a 0-2 count, Carlson throws that one low. But battling back, Chacha would run the count full here. Also running up the pitches for Carlson. He's now throwing his 16th here. Chacha's got to get behind it. or take another ball and walk the bases. Loaded. He takes it to the kneecap. That's gotta hurt, but it does load the bases early here for Braden Yobert. Only 5 homers for him, 13 RBIs, but no one is out here. Just don't hit into a double play. Carlson with the pitch. Yobert is gonna sky this one to third. Infield fly. Then to the DH we look in Trey Page, only batting .212, not what you're looking for in a DH. Chacha can't advance anywhere here. It's a 1-2 count for Carlson. Just don't hit into the double. This one is gonna go short and left. Getting this camera a little bit all over. Throwing home, no one is able to advance. Down to the final out here of the first. And it'll be Jimmy Crooks batting 6. With 20 ribbies on the season, he could add on almost a handful here with a good base hit. Pitches in. This one played over to first, and with bases loaded, nobody out. Taking the ball to the kneecap gives Chacha and the Cardinals absolutely nothing. So, great response there from Carlson. As we move to bottom of the third, it's still 0-0 here. Another man on the bases for Chacha Vauzz with 1 out. Pitch 46. And a soft tapper over to first. They'll look to make a double play, and they will. Carlson, he's settled into this game after a rough opening. Top of the 5th. Now we'll look to make a play in the field as we have struggled in that category. Kyle Nevin, the pitcher, 0 for 1 and a ground out. Hopefully we see another ground out. Hansen pitching. Top of the 5th, 56 pitch, and that's going to be hit straight to Chacha. We'll take a couple steps in. Look to make the throw like he is a professional baseball player. Sometimes that's harder to do than it is to say. As we move bottom of the 6th, still looking for something here. Carlson, his 80th pitch with 2 outs. That one will find the bottom half of the zone. And he hits him for a second time. This time not the kneecap, but the elbow. Chacha will take his base at first with Yobert to follow. Full count for him. That means we are running no matter what happens on this play. Carlson, he's trying to pick off Vauzz, but Vauzz is back, so never mind the whole we're running here. That's going to wait a play. Take another step here then on Carlson. He can try to pick us off all he wants. And Chacha is running. Yobert gets under this one. Chacha with a late run to third, but it will be caught over at first. Right now, the hit streak is in jeopardy as we've gotten hit twice in this game, so only 1 counted at bat. Though we're out in the field here. Fernandez, he's trying to get something going for the Drillers as well. Hansen still going in his 70s. Hit to the left side of Chacha, taking a few steps over. And we'll look to make the play at first. Fernandez can head back to the dugout. We'll have a dynamic challenge to follow as the bats do finally produce here later in the game. Bottom of the 8th, 1-1 as Chacha looks to lead things off here. Double or better. We get a single, we get the steal most of the time, so sure, why not? Not that dynamic challenges count it as such. And that one smoked to third. We won't even have a chance for the steal. We are sat down and might have an 0 for 2. Hit twice in this game if we don't find the lead here in the 9th. Top of the 9th, we're in the field. Nunez has come in to try to extend this game. And that one will be smoked into left field and caught for the 2nd out, looking for a 3rd. And it looks like we would have that as we have dynamic challenge. If we get a hit, we extend that streak. And most likely we walk this game off. Drive in the winning run. 2 tokens on Jack Dreyer. Chacha Vauzz. The game rests on his bat. And he's sending this one to right field. But easily tracked. We'll keep this game moving on then as Chacha's still looking for his first hit in this one. But first, we got to limit the bats here of the Drillers. They've taken a 1-point lead And Sirota is back on the mound. He hit one deep to left last time. 2 outs, 2 on. Jack Ralston in the game. His pitch is in. This one's going to get hit over to Chacha's. Just got to make the play over at first. And that he will. Not sure why that throw was that high. It was right in the middle of the reticle, almost a bullseye. What's this game if not a little bit of drama? As we were the last out in the 10th, so we are on second here. Hernandez, he's pitching. Yolbert to bat. Chacha's going early as this one is in play. Down, it gets by second. Chacha to tie this game. And Yolbert drives in the tying run. Cardinal level this thing 2-2. But as we move along with a dynamic challenge still going, and in fact, we need a big play here from Chacha Vauzz. Now down 2 in the bottom of the 13th. 4-2, nobody out. Chacha, you just got to get a solid hit here. Takes a slider outside.
1 ball, no strike.
And it will only be a soft tapper then for Chacha. Fired over to first. Second base runner does not advance, so it's going to come down then to a teammate to try to extend this game. But that they will. So great job, Cardinals teammates. 4-4 now, top of the 15th. Kyle Nevin again coming up to bat here, who's 0 for 4 with a walk. He's got a man on second, 1-0 count for Joseph King. As it will be a throw in straight over to Chacha. We'll look to make the play then over at first. And he will get it in time, just barely. Runner does advance to third. And a dynamic challenge, so we're still going here. Once again with a chance to walk this game off and extend that hit streak. We've been hit by pitch twice in this game. It's only fair that we find the winning run. Man on second, 1 out, Ben Harris, the pitcher. Chacha gives this one a ride. Walk-off win. Chacha Vauzz crushes another one to left field. We will take those 2 tokens as we take game 3. Going up 2-1. The guy that was supposed to be all speed and contact, he's making good contact. But we're seeing power out the bat here for Chacha Vauzz. Another home run in this episode, taking the dub and ultimately extending that hit streak. And I feel like it's pretty safe to say that that cold streak is well snapped and over. As we jump on in then to game number 4, hitting the plate here with a dynamic challenge. We got a man on, we're looking for a ribby. That's the game of Chacha Vauzz every single time. Facing Jackson Ferris. Chacha down the third base line, but well foul. And goodbye again. Chacha, he loves the left side of this stadium. I sure hope our #1 fan is over there. As Chacha Vauzz just cranks another one. 438 feet. You've got to be kidding me. This man went from being ice cold to on fire. An opening lead here for the Cardinals. A 2-run jack for Chacha Vauzz. At this point, that AAA team's got to be taking notice. Tulsa do get one on the board, though, come bottom of the 3rd. We do have another base runner for Chacha Vauzz, taking the fastball down the middle. And smokes that one by first base, nearly hitting his own teammate. Will be a base hit for Chacha Vauzz, as he has clearly been hitting the weight room. Unfortunately, not able to show off what he's doing with that track speed, as he does have the runner in front of him. But Yolbert to follow, as that average has dropped below 300. Count is 0-2. Ferris with a hittable ball played over to third. Will be out at second and out at first to end the 3rd. So Ferris gets out of a tough spot there with 2 on and sends this one to top of the 6th. Chacha Vauzz out in the field. Jordan Thompson to bat with 2 outs, 1 on. Michael McCreevy, he's on the mound. His 89th pitch, looking for an out at either first or second, as this one will most likely be played to first. It's off the hand of Chacha, still trying to make the play. Will be an error, and perhaps we do need to increase his fielding. We have not touched that. That was not a problem of me missing a button or anything. It just simply went off his mitt wrong. And Tulsa will take advantage of that. They tie this game up. So bottom of the sixth, Chacha Vauzz has to course correct from his own error with a hard hit foul. And another big hit from Chacha, though it will falter in its power. It will be an out in left center, keeping this game tied up here 2-2. Come top of the seventh, that does remain. Curtis Taylor has checked in, facing Taylor Young, the batter. Chacha, he's looking to make up for his lack of being able to stop that ball, as we've got a quick time event. Good time this time, diving out. Chacha mitts it, doesn't get by him. Now he's just got to make the throw then. And that's one way to make up for the error he had earlier, getting Young out at first with a diving stop. Oh, Tulsa will still find the lead. Come bottom of the eighth, it is 3-2, 2 outs for Chacha. Matt Sauer on the mound. His fourth pitch. And as he leaves a slider down the middle, Chacha just a little bit early, he sends it foul. But this one, he will put in a good spot by first base. It will be a base hit to right field for Chacha Vauzz. With his man Yobert behind him, we need to get a little bit further over, though, as it's been an 0 for day for Yobert. Average dropping below 290 now. Pitcher definitely checking Chacha, but he'll still look to take it as that one is in play to second. But it will be an easy play. Yobert out at first. But the hits are still coming from Chacha. We just need them from a few other players, like Nathan Church, with 2 outs, 1 on. Jose Hernandez trying to put this game away as they still hold that 3-2 lead. And it'll be a soft hit ball to third. Drillers take game 4. We go back and forth. Once again, this series level 2-2. Still with a good day at bat for Chacha Vauzz. Not too bad from the field either. 3 for 4, a home run, 2 singles, 2 ribbies, and a run for himself. As we get into game 5 of the series, the Drillers, they're starting this game off early against Graceffo. Yainer Fernandez up to bat. He's already got 2 on the scoreboard as well, and we have only got 1 out with a 1-2 count here. We got a force at 1 through 3. Just need a simple play here. Pitch is in. That's going to be a tapper then over to Chacha Vauzz, who will get the bag. It looked like he wanted to tag the base runner and then make the play to first. Didn't happen that way. Man on the corners, though, as Fernandez does get the fielder's choice. And they do tack on 1 more come bottom of the first, where Chacha will step up to bat, facing Jared Karros. And all we're looking for here is apparently just a hit, extra base hit at most. So why not? Let's go for it. Try to get a 2-out rally here, bottom of the first. That one's high. And there's a good hit from Chacha, but it won't have enough to get over the right fielder. So no early action to match then for the Cardinals. A 3-0 lead come the end of the first for the Drillers. Looking to try to keep it as such. Top of the fourth, they've got 1 on, nobody out, looking to turn a double play here. Hasn't been the easiest for Vauzz and the Cardinals this season. Graceffo already at 82 pitches, smoked over to Chacha, who cuts this one off, gets the flip, and there's that double play. Good job on the 4-6-3 from Chacha Vauzz and company. Now we need to see the big play at the plate. With 1 out, man on first. Karros only his 33rd pitch, so he's having a lot more success today as he pops up to center. Chacha Vauzz, no hit this time with an 84-mile-an-hour fastball. We would get 1 on him at some point in that fourth. Top of the fifth, it's 3-1, 0-2 count, 1 out for Chris Elaine. Might be butchering that name. You let me know down below. But we're looking for an out here at first, as that will be a soft tapper then over to Chacha, who does get in front of it and makes the throw, recording the second out of the top of the fifth. And a dynamic challenge then to follow, as we're looking to lead off the bottom of the seventh. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a line out. So how about we do something simple here? Let's get on the bases. One thing I noticed last time, this pitcher is only throwing one pitch. We've got to make him pay for that. 86 is his top for his fastball. That one is low. There's at least some contact, but it seems like only throwing one pitch. It's basically batting practice out here, and our Cardinals, including Chacha Vauzz, are struggling against it. 85 fastball. Dynamic challenge, though, to follow with an opportunity to tie this game in the eighth. It is 4-3, and we are looking for a double or better. More looking for a ribby here, whether that's a single, double, triple, home run, I do not care. We do have a new pitcher in here, and he at least has a variety of pitches. So that one is going to be an easy take. In fact, most of them would be easy takes. Count runs to 3-1. Man still on second. Fouling off the sinker. Runs the count full then. 3-2. Chacha Vauzz got to get on the bases one way or another. He takes that one inside. It will be a walk for Chacha Vauzz. 2-1 here for the Cardinals. He represents the go-ahead run. Braden Yobert 1 for 3 on the day. An RBI double in the fourth. If he could produce a similar hit, we could take a lead here with nobody out. Let's not redo what we did last time. We had all this opportunity, but speared by shortstop. Thompson, no, it's a different guy actually today, not Thompson. Either way, he makes the play, as it looks like Thompson was actually playing over at third. So to Trey Page then, who's 1 for 2, batting .215. Count is full here. So we are moving. That is going to be a easy double play. Once again, with 2-1, nobody out, we still do not find any runs. And the Drillers open up their lead, 6-4, bottom of the ninth, no one on. 3-0 count. We got Ryan Valade up to bat, who just pops this, taking it for at least a little bit of a ride to the warning track, but the Drillers win their first back-to-back games of this series. They take the lead 3-2. We'll look to split it then in game number 6. As for Chacha, he goes 0 for 3 in that one and does snap his hitting streak. I think we could allow a player to have one bad game in a series. We jump into the final one, and Chacha is fouling off a first pitch with a man on first, 1 out here. 0-0, so a better start than last game. Taking that one low but in the zone. 0-2 early on here for Justin Jarvis. And inside on the curveball. And there's a good swing, sending this one left, but down in foul territory. So 2-2 count then for our man in Chacha Vauzz, getting a hold of another one low. Might have been ball number 3. And then he sat down looking at a fastball on the inner bottom third. Not exactly the best of starts, but the game at least is still level here, 0-0. As we head to the field, Munoz getting the start on the mound in this one. Looking to make a play at first with 1 out, nobody on. That's going to be hit this time to the right of Chacha, who will get in front of it. Look to make the throw cross body, and an accurate one sits him down. We'll have a dynamic challenge coming off of that, as we've taken the lead bottom of the third. No one on, though, for Chacha Vauzz. What do we got here? Double or better, a hit, a homer. You know, it's been about a game or two, and we haven't done it batting from this side of the plate. Jarvis leaves us a fastball down the middle, but we send it foul just late on our swing. And that's not going to be a home run, but it's going to be down for a hit, poking it into left field. We do get on the bases, though. We're going to need some bats to show up behind us. Chacha Vauzz could start a hit streak now. Braden Yobert, he could use one as well. Steal situation always is with Chacha on the bases. As he'll look to go, that one is down in the dirt, but it wasn't a great jump, so Chacha will slide outside, taking the bag, and that'll give him number 20 on the season. Last we checked, he did lead the league, but it has been a hot minute since we did check last, so we might need to do that come here at the end. Chacha looking to take third, and he had an awful jump on that one. He was thinking about all the 20 some odd steals he had prior to. Lost focus. That's an easy out for the catcher. Good news though, we have a lead. Top of the fourth, we will take that 1-0 over the Drillers. As this one will be in play over to Chacha. We'll just have to take a few steps to his left, make the throw, and sit down Taylor Young yet again. We're looking to make a big hit in the field, and with a dynamic challenge, it'll come yet again with no one on for Chacha. Though, 2-run lead. Take the first pitch and reach base? I think that's our biggest challenge. We normally don't take the first pitch, so we will here. Justin Jarvis, throw away. And it is low and outside. And there's a good hit, but will he get on base going back to the wall? And he's not stealing that one. Chacha from the opposite side of the plate goes 383. And now he's going to send the third base coach on to home. I don't know why that one is. We might shake that one up, but it's another home run taken by Chacha Vauzz. And we very much reached base. We reached all of them. And we take a 3-0 lead. Top of the sixth, Jesus Galiz. He's trying to get something going here for the Drillers. Munoz, he's on the mound in this one with a 3-2 count. Looking to make a simple play at first, then will be Chacha, as that will not get through the gap. The throw is good to sit him down as well. And we'll have another dynamic challenge. What is this, number 3 on the day? Bottom of the 8th, Drillers do get on the board 3-1, and again, we don't have anyone on, as we appear to be leading off with Ben Harris, his first pitch of this one. I would love to take him yard on his first pitch. Let's see what he has for us. I believe this was a guy we had a homer on earlier, and we missed the four-seam fastball. Good timing though. Come on now. Count runs full here against Ben Harris. Got to give us a good ball or we walk, or we foul it off. Two-seamer this time. Keeping this bat going then. Pitch number 7 for Ben Harris. The bottom of the 8th, we're already up by 2. And we swing through a really good fastball. Painted the corner there. Strikeout for Ben Harris, and we go to top of the 9. Still with that 2-run lead, though the tying run is at the plate. It is Elaney. Again, let me know what that is, as that's going to be hit over to first. We're not involved, but we're watching as we turn the double play here, leaving one more out to end this game. And hopefully that is Yanir Fernandez with an 0-2 count for Jack Ralston. Pitches in, and this one is going to the warning track in right. Needs to hit the weight room. Cardinals take game number 6. We split the series versus the Drillers, but overall that series got Chacha Vauzz back on track. Hit a couple good home runs in this one, a handful of good home runs in this one. A couple good base hits as well. Started rough in the field, but we cleaned it up. And in between series, checking up on Chacha here, we've got a lot of new batting perks. I believe we had jump start last time. Lifeline, gain a boost to contact late in games while your team is losing. Clear for takeoff, gain a boost to your exit velocity when significantly ahead in the count. That probably thanks to all the homers. Looks like we do have a new fielding one as well. Not sure which one it is, because I feel like we had pinpoint accuracy before, but we're looking good there. And we're hoping to look good with some new equipment as well. So let's open up this package, and hopefully it's something we could actually use this time, as there is a beanbag race animation, a new pair of batting gloves, and a couple new bats. We've got all of this already. We'll look to just improve our play then with the 29 tokens we have, and what we saw in that last series, not necessarily game, is we do need to upgrade our fielding here. So let's give this a pretty solid bonus. Give that 5. As for contact, want to once again level these up, so we'll tack in a couple more there. And you know we are always going to try to improve the speed, so we'll get 1 boost there. I feel like we could use a boost to plate vision. And then we'll finish things up with a boost now favoring power to the left. And with all of these upgrades, we will go from a 62 overall to a 63. As for a quick intermission update then on the standings, Travelers and Wild Surge, they've taken a strong hold here at the top of the Texas League North with 35 wins apiece. We are currently in third with 32, but have some space between us and the Drillers and the Naturals. In the south side, Rough Riders are on top, followed by the Rockhounds. Sod Poodles are down here, tied for 3rd/4th with the Missions. And then for our final few games, we have the Hooks, who only have 22 wins, 41 losses. And Chacha's coming in with once again an improved WAR to -0.2. Can we get that to 0 come the end of this episode?
Back now on MLB Network from Studio 21 with Carlos Pena. I'm Robert Flores. A new top 100 prospect rankings has been released, and of course, there are some exciting new names to get to know.
But at the end of the day, you still have to go in there and grind. Forget about all those distractions. Focus in the game.
And if trying to get that WAR back to 0 wasn't enough pressure for Chacha, now coming in as the number 94 ranked prospect in all of Major League. Number 8 in terms of second baseman, number 4 in the Cardinals organization. A lot on the shoulders here of Chacha Vauzz facing a new team. Top of the first, he'll take that one for a strike, bottom of the zone. With the fans recognizing his climb as well, which is always nice to see for Chacha Vauzz. He does have 1 on, 1 out facing Treadwell. And he'll take another one low, this time below the zone. And a pop-up this one will be. Some power there, but he swung just a little bit under it. It'll be an out with no advancement from the second base runner. But in the bottom of the third, we will have a lead then for Chacha, trying to get back in that hitting streak here. He had a hit last game, but need to get a new start going. And curveball, he swung a little early on, sending that one clear foul. But staying patient, he will find his pitch and pokes it through the infield for a base hit. Chacha Vauzz got that hit streak started. Can we get a stealing streak started? That was the big thing for Chacha coming into the league. We wanted to be the fastest player in MLB history. To do that, he's got to steal some bags. Looking to go here. That one is down in the dirt. But again, sliding outside with a slightly late jump. Another bag taken for Chacha Vauzz. Market 21. And for Yobert with no outs, that puts him about 180 feet away. So this one is going to be skied up. Very short. First baseman will come in and make the grab about halfway through the infield. Hasn't been the best stretch for Yobert. Trey Page, can he bring us home then? With a 1-2 count, Chacha, an extended lead. Pitcher checks him. Going a little bit late, but that one is in play. Into the outfield, Chacha digging for home, and he will be in well before that ball even gets to the infield. Trey Page with an RBI single. Springfield up by 2. We'll just try to make sure we hold on to that and grow it as this game goes along. Cesar Salazar up to bat for the Hooks. He's got 1 on, 1 out. Zane Mills getting the start on the mound today. A hard hit ball to Chacha. Look to make this a double. Gets the guy at second, and we turn the double play. Corpus Christi can go back to their dugout as we get our bats warmed up. And it'll be bottom of the 5th for Chacha's next appearance. Treadwell, he's at pitch number 66 here. Into Chacha, who swings at the high fastball. And he swings again at a high fastball. Treadwell on 3 pitches picks up the strikeout. Chacha Vauzz perhaps getting a little too greedy on those high ones, trying to find an easy knock for potentially extra base hit. But top of the 6th here, still nothing for Corpus Christi, though. A hard hit ball to Chacha will look to be a routine play made to first. Though their bats showed up just a little bit later. Bottom of the 6th, Corpus Christi has tied this game up 3-3. 2 outs, 1 on, though, for Chacha Vauzz with a new pitcher in. He takes the sinker low inside. And there's a hit that will drop for Chacha, but having to pause at first. Throw would have been off. I think we could have got to second runner to third. We'll take the base hit as we get 2 on here, 2 outs. Chacha Vauzz back in the flow here. But Braden Yobert, we're hoping he could get back into the flow. That average now down to 273. When we started today, I want to say it was around 306, maybe 303. So it's had a pretty big drop. No chance to steal here for Chacha. We're waiting for a base hit. 1-2 count. That one will dribble, take a nice bounce, and get through. Got to get back, though, to second as the runner from third hesitated. Will be a base hit ribby for Braden Yobert. And with that, we regain our lead, and hopefully he regains his composure. Now up to Trey Page, who's 2 for 2 with a single and a ribby. Extra step here for Chacha. Waiting for Mills to throw that ball. Here goes Chacha looking for third, but it's a walk, so we'll find third anyway. Trey Page loads the bases for Ryan Campos, who's 2 for 3, a double, single, and an RBI. With a strong hit here, he could add on a few more. The 0-1 count for Vanway. And this one's going to be down in the dirt, though blocked. Chacha is out at third. He's an aggressive base runner. Pays the price for it that time. Good news is we had taken the lead. Bad news is Corpus Christi ties it up yet again. 5-5 here, bottom of the 8th. No one on, 1 out. Jose Fleury on the mound. And Chacha, he swings through a slow curveball. 75 paints the corner. Not going to wait behind that one, but doesn't quite get enough on it. Will be an out from short to first. Chacha, he's going to have to hope someone else can swing a good bat here. Or perhaps it'll still be up to him. Dynamic challenge in extras. Corpus Christi has taken the lead. Chacha has 2 singles on the day. A single would drive in the run, and that is what we're looking to do here. With him on second, 1 out, new pitcher in the game here for us. Haven't seen him yet. He throws a mix. And Chacha's going to pop this one to right. Coming in to make the grab. Runner will not advance, so we do not drive in the run. And now we're down to our final out here, perhaps, of the game. Braden Yobert with an 0-2 count. Still has the man on second. No stealing has taken place. We need a base hit to tie this game. And it'll be hit over to second. Hooks take game number 1. We lose to a team with only 22 wins on the season. They take an early series lead going 1-0 as Chacha couldn't find the hit there in the 10th. With a hit streak now at 2, we could easily extend that with a good start here against Solace. Though swinging through another changeup. I think Chacha, he's got to practice against these changeups. He's always well ahead. Working the count full, and that was with last pitch. Very close to being a strikeout, 3-2. And a tapper there, slightly better timing, but it is foul. 84 changeup. Count 3-2. Inside, fastball at 98 will be a walk then for Chacha Vauzz. We don't always need him to crank big hits here. We just simply need to get on the bases. And again, Solace, that one's going to be a pretty solid hit. And caught by center field. Just a smidgen too much behind that one. So to end the first, we stay level 0-0. And a few innings down the line, that would remain true. 0-0, bottom of the 4th, though. 1 on, nobody out. Swinging at the high fastball, Chacha, he wants to take one of those yard. Maybe one day he will. But it will not be this one either, as he gets just under it, pops that one up behind home plate. Chacha sat down with a 97 fastball. Moving forward, we have a dynamic challenge as there are some points on the board now. 1-1, bottom of the fifth here. Chacha look for an RBI base hit with a man on second. Salas still pitching here, 64th. That one is low. There's a hit. Stopped by second, but Chacha will leg this one out. Get that base hit, move the runner over to first. We do not drive in the run. We at least keep that run possible. And for Braden Yobert, he apparently still needs a little bit more help. Up to 16 ribbies here, a base hit. That could add another. Chacha trying to get that extra step. Pitcher doesn't like it, throws it back over to first. Doesn't mean Chacha won't automatically go get another extra step. Salas with the pitch as Chacha goes. That one is in play. Taking, well, not exactly away the double because we already had 2 outs. They make the throw over to first to end the inning. And once again, we end an inning with a tied ball game. Jumping to the top of the 7th. Again, reigning true here. 1-1 Corpus Christi playing arguably their best series yet. They've got no outs, 1 on, 0-2 count here for Hansen. As that's going to be smoked over to third, getting by him into right field. Why we were in for this one, I don't know, but we got to see a pretty nice hit. And a dynamic challenge later, bottom of the 7th, as we do still remain tied up here. 1-1 though. Man on the corners, 1 out for Chacha Vauzz. Drive in the go-ahead run. That is what we want. 67 speed though. Don't know if a bunt would do. So we'll look to make a solid hit, fouling off the 95 fastball. There's a good hit. This one's going 2 steps behind right field though. So we fail that challenge. It sounded good off the bat though. Just didn't have the outcome we were looking for. 1-1. End of the 7th. And jumping in now to bottom of the 9th, and Corpus Christi finds 3 runs. Absolutely insane here. So it comes down then to Cordoba to try to keep this game alive with a full count. Smacks it over to short and retires the game. Hooks take game 1 and 2. We'll head into our final game of the episode. Just trying to get one here on arguably the worst team we have faced. With a single in the previous game, we at least have that hit streak going. To start game number 3, though, we've got a dynamic challenge as we are already down by 2. Let's just try to simply get on the bases here. Though it technically went with a single, so if we get a double, I wonder if it will accept it. Swinging, though, ahead of the slider, 80 miles an hour, low in the zone. And a pop-up as Chacha, with good timing, swings just a little bit under the 94 fastball. So it won't matter. We won't find out if a double would have achieved that dynamic challenge either. 2-0, Corpus Christi holds the lead. As it appears, sunset has arrived here. Golden hour then for Chacha. He does like the gold, rocks that in a lot of his items here, his uniform set. It's 3-1 as we have taken at least 1 on the board and hitting that one right at the pitcher's ankle. It will be a single for Chacha Vauzz. Hitting streak continues. We're going to need to find some runs off of these hits. Braden Yobert to follow, so the lineup has stayed pretty much the same in this episode. Mares, 42nd pitch, sits down Yobert. Perhaps it's time we do look to shake up the bat behind Chacha Vauzz. But a dynamic challenge for us, as we do have some perks in the running here, so that's actually fun to see. First time I've looked up early enough to see it. And we have 2 on here for Chacha Vauzz. We're looking for an RBI base hit. We're still down 2 here, bottom of the 5th with 1 out. Really just do not want to hit into a double play. And he cracks that one deep right and gone. Over the top of the little floral set we got out there, Chacha Vauzz cracks another home run as we take the lead. Pretty safe to say we got an RBI on that one. Chacha Vauzz has brought the power today. He's brought the speed. He's brought the contact. We're seeing Chacha Vauzz establish himself here as a real threat one day in the majors. But for now, we've got to hold on to that lead, and we've got to show that we could do the work in the field as well. Darren Williams will step up to bat, facing Edwin Nunez. Top of the 7th, don't know if I already said that, but we're looking for a double play here with a man on first, 1 out. That will be hit to Chacha, who will look to drive in, not going to be able to make the tag, but still getting the double play, Chacha and company. We've got a dynamic challenge, bottom of the 7th. We're 2 for 3 on the day, a home run, a single, 3 RBIs. And we are looking for leadoff home run. Let's go with get on base. We haven't hit, I don't think, a single double today. So let's see what we could do here against a new pitcher with a variety of pitches. We'd see a variety as the count runs to 2-2 here for Chacha. With another big hit, but that one is going to go well fouled, tracking back, and it might have been gone. Fortunately, it was well on the other side of the foul pole. 2-2 we remain. Getting a piece of that changeup. Working the count full here. Pitch number 9. The payoff pitch is low and inside. Chacha runs up the pitch count for their reliever and makes it to base after not making any solid contact, everything going foul. Braden Yobert, though, 0 for 3 with a strikeout and 2 flyouts. Extra step for Chacha Vauzz. Pitcher looks his way, though Chacha, he's still going to go, but pitcher walks another. For Yobert, that's probably the best news possible. Trey Page behind him, though, 0 for 2 with a walk and a run. Perhaps are we looking to walk the bases loaded? 2-2 count here, though. Chacha Vauzz gets that extra step. He goes. This one is cracked down and caught. Well, that's going to be a double play as Chacha Vauzz was making his way home. He just trusted that Page gave him a good enough hit that he would be able to score. That's what you do with your teammates, though. From top of the 9th, we're trying to lock this game in. Jack Ralston on the mound, winning the final game here with a full count. As that one will be played over to short. Got to make the throw at first. There's the first win of the series. A close one. 4-3, though, Chacha Vauzz with the biggest hit of the game. As we continue that hit streak, picking up our win here, we'll check on the standings before we close things out today. But Chacha Vauzz, 2 for 3 with a home run, a single, and 3 RBIs. And as we look to officially close things out today, we got a couple more things we could do here, and that's getting speed up to 75. And I believe we can level up the power here before those are going to cost 3 tokens apiece. So we will go ahead and confirm those upgrades. Overall stays at 63. But Chacha Vauzz, he put forth a fantastic effort in this episode. Big hit after big hit, it seemed. Only, I think, 1 or 2 4 games where he just didn't get a hit or just missed out on a hit. As for an update here, 79 hits for Chacha, 18 doubles, still looking for his first triple. I don't think that's going to come in a minor league park. 12 home runs, 48 ribbies. He's walked 6 times, 36 strikeouts. That's not the best. 21 stolen bases, though. Average is back up to 276. On base percentage is above 300. I'll take that. Slugging at 465. As for the WAR, we have taken it to 0. Chacha Vauzz, he's on the up and up. Unfortunately, the team in general, they are at 500 right now. We need the Travelers and Wild Surge to start dropping games if we are to climb back above them. And we will be getting into a series against the Wild Surge next time. So you're going to want to make sure you stick around. Go ahead and hit that bell icon in the bottom right, or scroll down, hit the sub button, and tap that bell icon so you do not miss. Speaking of not missing, hitting all those today and getting all those tokens have sent Chacha Vauzz above overall wise than the 2 AAA second basemen. So who knows, we might be getting that call pretty soon. But that is where we're going to end things for today. Do not miss tomorrow, Jacksonville Jaguars in the playoffs. If you guys get that video 50 likes within the first 24 hours and the team gets the win, we will have another episode the following playoff game the very next day. But if we get the win, it'll be up to you on if we have to wait much longer, as we would have a video on Saturday if you guys do not meet that goal. But just go ahead and make sure you're hitting that like button. Hit it over there. Hit it over here. We got Stanford as well on Friday, closing out their regular season. Senior day against a rival in the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. So we got a lot of big things. Do not miss it. We'll see you there. We'll see you here as Chacha Vauzz. He is crushing it right now.